This is rods and cones. So rods, first of all, rods help us in seeing night vision or dim light. During night time or dim light, we can see surroundings due to the presence of rods. They enable us to see during night or dim light, night or dim light, dim light, dim light. See, generally night time we will see surroundings, or where dark room we will go. At that time, rods will take action. So rods enable us to see surroundings during night or dim light, but they cannot help in seeing colors. Rods cannot give help to see colors, to distinguish colors. See, that's why during night time, if we go to the shopping complex, so in shopping, inside of the shop, closed shop, so we cannot distinguish colors. Almost maximum colors seems to be similar. Okay, so in any age, old age means however vision is deficiency. In younger stage, in middle age, in adolescence age, any age. Okay, so why rods cannot see, cannot distinguish colors? That is rods. Next, cones. So the cones enable us to distinguish colors. Distinguish colors. So cones enable us to distinguish colors during daytime. During daytime and bright light. When bright light is there. So now, if you see in your surroundings, bright light. In that bright light, we can see all colors due to the presence of cones. Okay, so in night times we cannot see surroundings properly. How many lights we can keep also? Hundreds of lights are not equal to the sunlight light. Okay, so how we will see during daytime? In such a way, night time we cannot see. However, we will keep thousands of lights also, we cannot see effectively during night time. So due to rods help us to see night time. But rods cannot give help to distinguish colors. But cones help us to see colors. These can distinguish colors, right? Red, yellow, white, black, different colors during daytime or bright light. So rods contains photosensitive pigment. Photosensitive pigment. Photosensitive pigment, that is called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin. See, in rods, these are called rods. So these are called rods. So these rods contains a pigment. That pigment is called rhodopsin. Rhodopsin pigment. So cones contains a pigment. That is also called photosensitive pigment. Photosensitive pigment. That is called iodopsin. That's all. So see here, rods are very sensitive to lower intensity of light. Rods are very sensitive. Lower intensity of light. Lower intensity of light. Okay, rods are very sensitive. Okay, so when the lower intensity of light is available, at that time they are sensitive, and sensitive means what? Active, and help us to see surroundings. Okay, so see here, these cones are due to the presence of this higher sensitivity of higher intensity of light. Higher intensity of light. Higher intensity of light means what? During daytime they are very sensitive, very active. Sensitive in the sense here active. They are very active, help us to see surroundings and distinguish multicolors. Okay, that's all. So cones can respond to different wavelengths of light spectrum. Cones can respond to different wavelengths. Different wavelength of spectrum. Different wavelength of spectrum. Different wavelength of spectrum means what? 400 to 700 nanometers wavelength of spectrum. They can very sensitive. So visible wavelength of sunlight is 400 to 700 nanometers wavelength of the spectrum. In this nanometer, in between these nanometers, we can see surroundings very effectively. Less than this we cannot see. Higher than this we cannot see. Less than this, higher this we cannot see. Okay, so cones are responded to different wavelengths of spectrum, that is 400 to 700 nanometers spectrum light also. In that specific light, they are very active and can see our surroundings. So we are seeing surroundings. The visible wavelength, whatever we are seeing surroundings, that wavelength light is 400 to 700 nanometers light. See, rods number is more numerous. Rods number is numerous. See, whether you observed or not, here rods number I have drawn more. Rods number is more. So these are well developed in nocturnal animals. So one of the characteristic feature of the nocturnal animals is rods number is more and well. See, for example, so rods number is more numerous. More numerous. Especially these are well developed. Rods are well developed in nocturnal animals like owls. Okay, in owls, rods number is more and well developed. So due to the well developed and the more number of rods, owls can see very effectively, very perfectly during night, but they cannot perceive colors, cannot identify colors. Okay, why? Cones are not there in owls. Cones are not there in owls, but rods are well modified. Due to the well modified rods in the owls, nocturnal animals can see very effectively during night light, bright night light, dim light or dark light. Okay, but they cannot distinguish colors. So that's next here. Cones number is less comparatively rods. Less in numerous, less in number comparatively rods. So these cones are very tightly adjusted, packed at the retinal region. Very tightly packed in the retinal region, especially at the fovea region. At the fovea region. At the fovea region, more and more cones are present. So these are very tightly packed and help us to see surroundings very effectively during daytime. So especially these are very well modified in diurnal animals. Diurnal animals means we only. Diurnal animals. In diurnal animals, these are well modified. For example, the diurnal animals like sparrows. If you take sparrow, in the sparrow, cones are well modified and very tightly packed. Due to its well modified and tightly packed, sparrow can see different minute colors. Different minute colors even from far away. Okay, so how sparrow can see in such a way we cannot see. If we will compare human vision and sparrow vision, both, we are a diurnal animal, sparrow is diurnal animal. Than us, rather than us, sparrow can see very effectively. Very effectively. See, its eye shape is this much. Small pea size, less than pea size. But it can see very effectively. But it cannot see. The sparrow has poor vision at night. Nighttime, not at all see. It cannot see. That's why it will settle on its own, on the branches. Whole night they will take rest. Daytime they will come out. Okay, this is the differences between frogs and birds. See, human beings. Here, human beings, apes, monkeys, birds, lizards. These are all have color vision. Fishes, human beings, birds, reptiles, lizard, fishes have color vision. That means what? In them, cones rods are present. Okay, so especially for identification of colors, cones are well modified. Human beings, birds, reptiles, lizards, fishes. In them, cones are well modified and help them to see colors. Keep in your mind, human beings, birds, reptiles, lizards, fishes have the ability to distinguish colors. But domestic animals and sharkfish, domestic animals and sharkfish. Domestic animals means what? Cow, buffalo, sheep. These kind of animals are called domesticated animals. Domesticated animals and sharkfishes cannot distinguish colors. They cannot identify the colors because in them the cones are absolutely absent. Cones are absolutely absent. That's why domesticated animals cannot identify the colors. For them, surroundings looks like black and white. But in movies, so whenever any domesticated animal will see red color, immediately it will come and attack on such particular person. In meanwhile, hero will enter and will bend that particular animal. This is just a fiction story. It is the creation by the director. But actually, in original sense, domesticated animals and sharkfish cannot distinguish colors. Okay, ma'am? Macula lutea, fovea or macula lutea and blind spot. The differences between fovea, macula lutea and blind spot. See, it is also called yellow spot. It is also called yellow spot. Fovea, macula lutea is also called yellow spot. Next view. See, fovea or macula lutea. So it is depressed, slightly depressed area of the retina, slightly depressed area of retina. So I cannot draw complete eye. Inside of the retina, I said that slightly depressed area of the retina. So it is an area of the retina from where optic nerve leaves. It is an area of retina, blind spot retina. It is an area of retina from where optic nerve leaves the eye. Where optic nerve leaves the eye. Okay, that's it. Next here, in fovea or macula lutea, it contains cones only. Cones only. Rods are absent. Rods absent. Rods absent. Here, cones and rods absent. Cones and rods absent. And so it is not a sensitive. It's not a sensitive area. Blind spot is not a sensitive area. Okay. Here, sharpest image of the object is formed. Sharpest image of the object is formed at that fovea region. In a blind spot, no image is formed. No image is formed. Why? Cones or rods are not present. Then why image is formed? No image will be formed. If accidentally bright light, high intensity of light is focused on fovea, it gets damaged. But here, it is not a light sensitive. Damaging, nothing happens. Okay. If cones or rods are present, there is a chances. But here, for getting damaged, nothing was there. So this is the differences between fovea and blind spot. So in annual exam, the next topic is various eye defects and corrective measures. So generally, in our day-to-day life, eye is a major sense organ. So in some of the members, so during old days, nowadays even quite younger age also, people are facing some problems in eye. So what are those defects? So to overcome the defect, what are the corrective measures we have to take? First, various eye defects. First one is myopia. Nearsightedness. Myopia is also called nearsightedness. To remember this code, I am giving N. Nearsightedness. In this one, the myopia occurs due to various reasons. The first one is the eyeball is larger. The size of the eyeball is larger than the normal size. So I said normal size, it is a spherical shaped structure. Its size, its diameter is something, I said that. Than that, if it is larger, that is called myopia. That is the one reason. Eyeball. The size of the eyeball is larger than normal size. Normal size. Second reason. See, the size of the curvatures. The size of the curvatures is high curvature. High curvature on lens. So generally lens like this way will be. It is a biconvex lens. So this will be high curvature like this way. Convex like this way. High convex is like this. Like this way has to be. High curvature like this. High curvature, more curvature. Due to these two reasons, we will suffer from myopia. It is also called nearsightedness. How will we correct this problem? Corrective measures by using biconvex lens. Biconvex lens. If you will visit doctor will suggest using biconvex lens. That is called myopia. Second one is hypermetropia. It is called long-sightedness. Second, MH. Hypermetropia. It is long-sightedness. In this one, opposite to this, it occurs by two reasons. One is the size of the eyeball is larger than normal. Here the size of the eyeball smaller than So the curvature of the lens, high curvature of the lens. Here what? Lower curvature of the lens. Okay, so in such cases, we will suffer from hypermetropia. Even it is also can be corrected by using biconvex lens. Biconvex lens. This is second one. Second, eye defect. Third one is astigmatism. 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 In this one, what? Cornea. Yesterday we discussed that. Cornea. So the cornea. The cornea. The front portion is cornea. So different curvatures of the cornea at different places. So that means what? Like this way. Different curvatures. Proper convex could not maintain. Proper convex could not maintain. Different curvatures. Different curvatures of the cornea at different places. That is the condition. Due to this, blurry image is formed. Different curvature on cornea at different places. Cornea at different places. Due to this, blurry image is formed. So the pages seems to be blurred. I am not getting proper vision. Commonly we will see that. So that is a kind of a disorder, that is astigmatism. So blurred image due to curvature of cornea at different places. It can be corrected by using cylindrical lenses. Cylindrical lenses. Here lens we can use by convex lens, cylindrical lens. If we will use that problem, we can be blurred image we cannot get. This is third. MHA. Third one is MHA. MHA we can remember easily. Presbyopia. Old age long sightedness. It is also called old age long sightedness. Loss of elasticity. Loss of elasticity of lens. As I said that lens is transparent, elastic, biconvex structure is said. So elastic depends upon situation. It becomes elongated, comes closer. Expand, comes closer. So in presbyopia, elasticity is lost. When elasticity of lens is lost at that time, loss of transparency. Loss of transparency. So lens is a transparent organ, but it transparent means easily allows inside. So the image impulses cannot send properly inside of the eye, then it could not reach properly to the brain. So that is called presbyopia. So loss of elasticity of lens after the 40 years of age. That's why it is called old age long sightedness. If it is happen, the particular lens, this lens, according to the situation, it becomes spherical shape, it becomes elongated. So in this some changes. In this some changes happens means image could not transparent. Okay, so loss of opacity, nothing but transparency is lost. So this is. It can be corrected by using convex lens. It can be corrected by using convex lens. Next, fifth one. Cataract. So you might have heard the cataract. So on eye, something, a flower-like structure appears. It is called cataract. It is called cataract. So that's all. So in this one, what happened? A flower-like structure appears on pupil region. Pupil region. So from that, how we correct it? So the lens is removed. The lens is removed, and it can be corrected by using either artificial lens or use spectacles with convex lens. Two methods. Surgically they will remove cataract, and either they will fix artificial lens or use spectacles with convex lens. That is the precautionary measures to overcome this defect. Last and final, glaucoma. Glaucoma. So in this disorder, a kind of a secretion is released from the aqueous humor. Yesterday I said that aqueous humor, vitreous humor, aqueous chamber, vitreous chamber. Aqueous chamber is filled with a aqueous humor. A kind of a secretion is released from the aqueous humor. A kind of a secretion is released from the aqueous humor. So due to that, what happens? Frequently, the eye is from the eye, a kind of a watery secretions comes out. Okay. So for this disorder, corrective measures is using drugs. Drugs means medicines. At earlier stage, if we can detect. If we can detect this disorder earlier stage, they will use some medicines to get it control. If we detect earlier stage. So this is called G. Maha, MHA, PCG. PCG easily we can get. Remember that. Okay, that's that. Along with these, night blindness. Night blindness, one disorder. Another one is color vision deficiency. Color vision deficiency. So first of all, night blindness. See, night blindness means you might have understood. The people who are suffering from vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency. Such people don't have proper rhodopsin pigment. If we don't have a rhodopsin pigment, then we cannot see surroundings during night time or dim light. Some people after 6 they cannot see surroundings because in their body, in their eye, rods don't have a rhodopsin pigment. Due to the absence of rhodopsin pigment, they cannot see surroundings during night light or dim light. That kind of a disorder is called night blindness. Night blindness. Generally, so people will suffer. Some people will suffer with night blindness. Some people during pregnancy they will get night blindness due to improper diet. So I said one word, vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency. Actually, vitamin A directly is not present in any food material. Carrot, green leafy vegetables, whatever it may be. Vitamin A directly does not available in green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables are any type of food materials. Generally, carrot, green leafy vegetables, so different kinds of vegetables contains beta carotene. Beta carotene. Beta carotene. This beta carotene, it will enter to our body. It will be converted into vitamin A. Beta carotene is a precursor of vitamin A. That means what? Immature form of vitamin A. Beta carotene is immature form of vitamin A. Well, in carrot, what would be there? Vitamin A is not there. Beta carotene is present. That beta carotene is entered to our body. In our body, beta carotene is converted into vitamin A. This vitamin A helpful for the formation of rhodopsin pigment in the rods. That is the actual process. So that if we eat green leafy vegetables, carrot, beetroot, different kinds of food materials, mainly carrot and green leafy vegetables, the beta carotene is converted into vitamin A. Vitamin A, it is called retinol. Retinol. This retinol helps for effective growth of the rhodopsin pigment in rods. Some people would not eat proper balanced diet. In such kind of people, vitamin A deficiency occurs. If vitamin A deficiency occurs, then ultimately who will suffer from night blindness. Night blindness. Okay, this is the next color vision deficiency or color blindness. Color blindness. Color blindness. How we will get color blindness? Color blindness, it is a kind of a genetical disorder. From parents to offspring, it will be transmitted. About it, more and more information you will get it in second PUC. But now it was the situation, I will give brief information. So in cones, in retina, so different types of cones are present. Different types of cones are present. If that particular type of cone is absent, due to that, such kind of people cannot see, cannot distinguish particular type of color. Color blindness or color vision deficiency means what? Yellow, orange, red colors they cannot distinguish. They cannot distinguish colors. They cannot distinguish colors due to the deficiency of different types of cones. See, actually, cones I said, cones are different types are there. Due to different types of cones, in the different types of cones, if any deficiency occurs, we will suffer from color blindness. So this is the explanation about various eye defects and corrective measures. With this, the particular topic related to eye